2022?
2022. Kind of similar to what I did for 2021. I set a goal. I said at the 6-month mark, I wanted to have, I think it was $15,000 in vacation sales.
Wow.
I didn't hit it. But really, once I started getting close to that mark, all of a sudden, like, just travel just started booming, and I was booking, and then I made a actual goal for 50,000 by the end of the year.
What's going on, everyone? It is Jarrett-Jamal Davis from JarrettJamalDavis.com, and coming up in this video, I'm going to be interviewing one of my partners from her experience on working from home as a travel professional. Let's go. All right, welcome everybody to today's show, where I have one of my business partners today, Miss Lisa Reese. And Miss Lisa Reese is a wife, she is a mom, and she is into commercial real estate. So today, just gonna interview her today based upon the results that she's having in the travel industry. But before we get into all of that, everybody wants to know, who is Lisa Reese?
So yeah, I am, again, like you said, a mom of 2 kids. I have a 14-year-old son, and a 4-year-old daughter. Both of them are in sports, so I'm a sports mom, sometimes coaching.
Okay.
I'm also a wife. So pretty busy, working, a full-time job in commercial real estate, and, just enjoying this travel business on the side.
Okay. So let me ask you, what really made you want to become a travel professional?
So really for me, it just kind of came natural. I'm a traveler. I love to travel. I'm usually traveling about 3 to 4 times a year. And most of the time when I'm traveling, it's with friends and family. And I was always the one to organize the trips. So it just only make sense that I become a travel agent and actually make the money rather than, going on the trips and not making no money off of it. So, that's what made me kind of look into it and see, what all it entailed about being a travel agent.
That makes sense. But I'm not gonna lie, though, 4 times a year, I'm trying to travel like you, girl.
I'm trying to get better. I want to do more.
So when you look at that, though, the 3 or 4 times a year, the traveling with your family and friends and things of that nature, my question to you is, how do you work being a travel professional and your job? Like, how do you maintain that life? And like you said, you're a wife, you have kids, you have a family. How do you maintain being a travel professional, taking care of those clients, and working your job and having time, for your family?
So yeah, I would say it's definitely all about time management. You have to manage your time and make sure that you're taking care of everything. So, as far as work, when I'm working, sometimes I do get requests or have clients reaching out to me. And, luckily I have the time sometimes to step away and work on that, or to send an email talking to a client, a quick text or whatever, I have the time to do that. But then also outside of work, I make sure that I dedicate a certain amount of time each day to my business. And, sometimes it may go over. Sometimes it's more than what I wanted to spend on it. But, I just always make sure that, this is my business and I take pride in it. And I want to make sure that, everyone has a great experience with me. So, like I said, some days may be longer, but I just make sure that I am giving that time to my kids, my husband, as well as, taking care of my job as well.
I mean, that's amazing. I definitely understand where you're coming from, because my sister is a travel professional as well. And I always ask her that because, my nephew, he's into soccer, and on Saturday mornings, they have to go to those soccer games and things of that nature. He also has to do the soccer practice during the week. I'm always wondering, it's just like, we have jobs. We also are travel professionals. So we have this business that we run on the side. And just making that time for family, I know is very important. But like you said, one thing that really stuck out to me is just that having that time management. And that's a big thing that I say a lot of people have to work on. It's just time management, setting aside whether it's 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, just setting aside that time to work your business, but also having that time to still spend with family. But moving into, I would say, this pandemic, we all know how the pandemic was. We all know everything shut down in 2020. My question to you is, how did the pandemic affect your travel business?
So yeah, I actually started during the pandemic.
Really?
Yes. I thought it would be a great time, but like many people, I didn't know it was going to last that long.
So why did you think, the pandemic would be a great time?
I just felt like for me, I needed the time to learn the business. Like when I get into something, I want to excel at it. So and I didn't want to feel the pressure of having to, right away just, book someone and, and not knowing the business.
Yeah.
So for me, I wanted to take the time to train, to learn it, to learn all the, the different vendors and platforms that we have to book. I wanted to really get good at that before I started, putting myself out there to everyone else.
Yeah.
So, like I said, to me, that was just a perfect time to start and really just have the downtime to work on that. And then also just as far as like, how did I want to present myself to, my potential new clients, how do I want my business to look? So it gave me the time to really focus on that.
I can really see that. I mean, we all know, in 2020, people weren't traveling as much. A lot of things were shut down. And, like you said, it gave you the time because if it's not that much activity going out there, you really do have that time to hone in on your skills and things of that nature. But 2020 is here, 2022 is on the way. And, it's just a very great time, to have this call because this is one of the biggest years. This is one of your biggest years. And my question to you is, how was 2021 your biggest year yet being a travel professional?
I would just say, I took the time, like I took my business serious. I set up my social media accounts.
Yeah.
I put myself out there to everyone on my personal social media, and I set up my business social media accounts. And I just constantly, just put information out there. I advertised vacations that I felt were great deals. I advertised places I want to go myself.
Yeah.
I just constantly put it out there. And then also I spent the money marketing, using those platforms for marketing. And just really just by family and friends booking their travel, and sometimes they were bringing people along, and then return, they come back, they want to book another getaway, or they're referring me to somebody else because they had such a great experience. And I'm traveling during the pandemic is hard. It's a lot of information that you need before you go, and you need to know what to do. So right now is a great time to be a travel agent because a lot of people don't want to do that work. Is what better way than have somebody to do all that for you. So yeah, that's helped me incredibly by word of mouth.
Yeah.
Putting myself out there constantly, making sure I'm doing posts. It brought me to where I'm at now.
Hey, it sounds like it to me. So when you look at what you were saying about making those posts on Instagram, making those posts on Facebook, what would you say? Which one would you say you had the most success with, or which one are you most active on?
So When I set up my posts, it actually goes. I have them set up to do both Facebook and Instagram and post to both.
Okay.
But where I do get, where actually all my business has come from is Facebook.
Okay.
So yeah, my Facebook page, my travel page. I've did the advertising that I've done. People have clicked on the ads because it'll tell you your results and your audience and how many people's clicking and how many
Yeah.
people has looked at it and stuff. So it's really a great tool to see kind of like how you can improve probably with your ads and who all is actually looking at your ads. But off of those, I have gotten hits and people have reached out, they've booked, and I definitely have made my money through all the money that I spent in social media advertising.
And like you said, I mean, just with all of the trips that you've actually already been booking, one of the things that really stuck out to me because people really people really, forget one of the easiest ways to market is that referral marketing. And so, like you were saying, with all of these trips and things of that nature, if people are already having a good time and you got clients that are referring you, of course you're going to get more business.
Yeah,
So I definitely feel like that's just one of those things, whether it's marketing on any form of social media, definitely that word of mouth helps so much because you never know who that can get to.
right.
You never know what client is going to refer you what type of business. So
Absolutely.
I definitely like that. Now let me ask you this: being that 2021 was your biggest month, you just got started. What are your goals for 2022?
2022. So um, kind of similar to what I did for 2021. I set a goal. I said at the 6 month mark, I wanted to have, I think it was $15,000 in vacation sales.
Wow.
I didn't
Wow.
hit it. But really, once I started getting close to that mark, all of a sudden, like just travel just started booming, and I was booking, and then I made a actual goal for 50,000 by the end of the year, and I believe I haven't counted all the way up, but I believe I'm close to that goal if I haven't hit it already. So, I
Fifty
just
thousand in travel
yeah,
sales.
so I set big goals because I'm a goal setter because I feel like you got to write it down and constantly look at it so you can get to it.
Yeah,
So 2022,
2022.
I'm a go for 100.
You're going for 100.
A
I
hundred
love
thousand
that.
in vacation sales. So, and I believe I'm gonna hit it because things are getting better. I'm learning, more and I'm getting better at it. And I still have a lot of learning to do. And I feel like, I'm just going to constantly perfect it until I get to the point where I'm happy with my commissions every month.
I love it. I love it. I mean, just taking away from that, like set a big goal. Set
Absolutely.
a big goal, and go after it. Whether you obtain that goal or not, set the goal. Write it down, make it plain, and take the action towards that. And I mean, like you said, you went from 15 to thinking about 50. Now going into 2022, 100. Set those big goals and go after them because you never know where you're gonna be. You may have set that $100,000 goal and get the right referral, get the right client, and go past that. So I
Absolutely.
really love that. And goal setting is one of those things I feel like we all need to do more of, not just going into the year haphazardly, like really writing those goals down and getting clear. So my
Absolutely.
next question for you is what advice do you have for people who, are looking at this interview, and they're thinking about becoming a travel professional, but they haven't taken action, they haven't made that jump and gotten started. What advice would you give them?
So I would just say, first of all, this is a business. So, when you're thinking about doing this, know that, you know, this is something that you're starting. You have to put the work into it. You have to, you know, do all the trainings that you can and learn the business. it is very rewarding, but it is hard work as well, as any business owner would tell you. So, use the tools that, we have. Oh my God, the tools is just endless for us. There's constant training and, just different videos that you can just look up and, to perfect your craft. Also, outside of that, look at ways that you can market your business and, grow your business. Like, there's so many different ways you can earn money doing this, but you have to put the work in. So that's really like the biggest takeaway that I would give, upcoming travel agents.
Now
And
add to that,
travel.
yeah.
You travel yourself and post about it. Like, people, when they see you traveling, they want to be just like you. So so post it, let them know, hey, I'm out here living, and they gonna, that's the key right there.
Would you say you've gotten a lot of people reach out to you because of the vacations that you've been on?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, me traveling and, posting pics about, what I'm doing while I'm there. And, just the experience. I've even kind of posted videos like around the, resort or hotel, wherever I'm at, and just showing like, man, look how nice. Like, and you could be doing this too. Like, in this vacation only was this much, and people are like, what, like I can vacation like that? And sometimes people think that, they can't travel because they think it's cost so much, and it's like, no, you can get out there and you have a great time for, a good, not that much money,
Yeah.
just based off of you. But absolutely, me traveling and me posting about it has definitely I had people reach out like, hey, I need you to book my next trip.
Yeah. But that's amazing. That's amazing. So with that, what advice would you give to other travel professionals who are already travel agents, but they may not be getting the results that they're looking for? What type of advice would you give them?
So first, I would say, do everyone on your social media accounts, do they know that you're a travel agent? Does your family know you're a travel agent? Do your friends know you're a travel agent? Like, you have to put your business out there. Like, this is your business. You're only going to go as far as you put yourself out there, market yourself, let everybody know that, that you're here to help them book vacations. As well as, I say, do set up your social media accounts. It's important to have a Facebook, Instagram, if you can get into YouTube, doing YouTube videos, that's very important. That's this world now.
Yeah.
Everybody is shopping or looking at everything on social media. And so you have to dedicate that time to posting, at least weekly, putting something out there, vacation deals, or inspiration videos like, hey, this could be you, or, vacation goals, a lot of stuff I post, I haven't been on, but it's a goal. So, people want to see that, and, you have to, inspire them to kind of, want to reach out like, hey, I was thinking about doing this vacation. Can you look it up for me? So, and then also just for those who have traveled with you, let them know to refer you. I pay referral fees for anybody that, refers me to somebody else, or, and I don't even let everyone know that. It's just the experience that my past clients have had with me. They just want to tell other people because of how easy it was for them to travel, and they didn't have to worry about anything. I made sure they was very well informed before they left for their trip, while they're on their trip, and then also checking in with them once they come back, thanking them for booking with me, and, let me know if you got any other future getaways, you want me to book or whatever.
Yeah.
So, you have to constantly follow up and, and stay connected with, your past clients.
That is amazing. Like I'm loving all these tips. You got me over here sitting down here. writing down some of these tips that I'm going to use. But the people want to know, with all of that great information, it really was awesome. But Lisa, like, how can the people connect with you?
So you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Exotic Getaways Travel, and that's Getaways with the S. And then also my website is www.exoticgetaways.travel.com.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Well, listen, everybody, I'm going to put all of those links in the description of this video. If you want to reach out to Lisa, if you have questions, if you need a vacation booked, or if you're trying to get started and become a travel agent, listen, you definitely want to reach out to her because she's doing some amazing things. But other than wow, what an amazing, amazing interview. So listen, if any of those things that she discussed gave you any value, go ahead and put that in the comment section below because I would love to read it. And again, I'm going to put links in the description to all of her social media and her website if you want to get in contact with Lisa. But other than that, listen, if you are looking to become a travel professional from home with no tech skills required, make sure you click the link in the description and I'm going to send you a free video that's going to show you step by step how to become a travel agent from home. So let's go ahead and get 2022 started off in a major way, guys. But other than that, I hope you take care, take charge, and have an amazing day on purpose. Why? Because you deserve it.